Ever pondered how a person could fast, pray, and yet end up in hellfire? This might seem a conundrum, a paradox that contradicts our understanding of religious devotion and its rewards. But today, we're going to unravel this paradox, a thought-provoking narrative that might make you reconsider your perception of faith and morality. In the vast tapestry of religious texts, there exists a hadith, an account from the Islamic tradition that narrates the story of a woman. Now, this wasn't any ordinary woman. Her religious observance was impeccable. She fasted during the holy month of Ramadan, and she was consistent in her 5 daily prayers, the Salah. Her adherence to these religious practices was commendable and seemingly beyond reproach. Yet the hadith tells us that despite her rigorous fasting, her diligent prayers, this woman ended up in hellfire. Yes, you heard it right. A woman who fasted, prayed, yet met with a fate that we usually associate with the wicked and the sinful. The question then arises, how could such a thing happen? What could have possibly led her to such a fate despite her religious observance? This, my friends, is the paradox we're dealing with. An apparent contradiction that confounds our understanding of religious devotion and morality. A paradox that shakes the very foundation of our beliefs about reward and punishment, about heaven and hell. But is it really a contradiction? Or is it perhaps a deeper understanding of faith and morality? Could it be a reminder that religious practices, though important, are not the be-all and end-all of faith? That maybe there's more to faith than just fasting and praying, that moral character, kindness, compassion all play a crucial role in our spiritual journey. Let's delve into this paradoxical situation, shall we? As we venture further into this narrative, let's keep an open mind, ready to question, ready to understand, and most importantly, ready to learn. This story comes from a hadith, a record of the words, actions, and the silent approval of the Islamic prophet Muhammad. The hadith narrates a tale of a woman, devout in her religious obligations. She was known for her piety. She fasted regularly, prayed the Salah with devotion, and was steadfast in her faith. Yet there was a stark contrast in her character. Despite her religious observance, she was lacking in compassion and kindness, particularly towards God's creatures. The hadith tells us of a cat she had imprisoned, not providing it with food or drink, nor setting it free to fend for itself. As a result, the poor creature met an untimely and tragic end. This woman, with her rigorous religious rituals, failed to embody the essence of her faith, mercy and compassion. Her neglect and cruelty towards a helpless creature overshadowed her acts of worship. In Islam, kindness to all of God's creatures is a fundamental tenet. Prophet Muhammad himself said, "He who is not merciful to others will not be treated mercifully." The story serves as a stark reminder that while rituals and practices are important, they are not the sole determinants of a person's standing in the eyes of God. Islam is a religion that places immense emphasis on character, on how we treat others, whether they are human or animals. It teaches us that our actions, our treatment of others, reflect the true state of our hearts and our faith. This woman, who seemed so devout in her worship, was lacking in these essential qualities. She was religious, yes, but was she truly faithful? Her actions suggest otherwise. It is this disconnection between her outward religious observance and her lack of compassion and kindness that led to her downfall. In the end, despite her fasting and praying, the woman faced a severe punishment. Her story serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that the essence of faith is not merely in rituals, but in our actions, in our kindness, and in our compassion towards all of God's creatures. So, what was it about this woman that led to such a severe punishment? Kindness and compassion form the core of any belief system, don't they? So let's dive into these virtues and their significant role in our lives and faith. In every corner of the world, across all cultures, and throughout time, kindness and compassion have been universally acknowledged as fundamental virtues. They form the heart of human interaction, driving us to care for one another, to lend a helping hand, to share a burden, and to bring warmth and light into the lives of others. In Islam, the importance of these qualities is deeply emphasized. The Prophet Muhammad himself said, "The best among you are those who have the best manners and character." Kindness and compassion aren't just encouraged, they are mandated. From the way we treat our neighbors to how we interact with animals, every action in our daily lives is an opportunity to manifest these values. But it's not just Islam. In Christianity, the Golden Rule states, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." Buddhism teaches compassion as a means to attain enlightenment. Hinduism emphasizes the principle of ahimsa, or non-violence, which calls for compassion towards all living beings. These are just a few examples from a long list of religions and belief systems that put kindness and compassion at their core. However, it's crucial to understand that the practice of these virtues goes beyond the performance of religious rituals. Praying, fasting, or performing any other religious act without embodying kindness and compassion is like a body without a soul. It's the spirit of empathy and kindness that breathes life into these rituals, making them meaningful and valuable. The power of kindness and compassion is transformative. They can bridge gaps, heal wounds, and create bonds that last a lifetime. They can turn a house into a home, a stranger into a friend, and an ordinary moment into a memorable one. The story of this woman serves as a stark reminder of the importance of kindness and compassion. It underscores that without these virtues, even the most devout religious practices can ring hollow. So let's not just perform our rituals, let's live them. Let's embody kindness and compassion in every thought, every word, and every action. What lessons can one draw from this story? This narrative prompts us to delve deeper into the essence of faith and morality. It brings to the forefront the cruciality of balancing religious observance with a virtuous character, reminding us that the two are not mutually exclusive, but rather they are interconnected threads in the fabric of a truly faithful life. The tale serves as a potent reminder that religious rituals, though significant, are not the sole determinants of one's spiritual standing. It is a misconception to believe that the act of prayer or fasting, in isolation, can guarantee salvation. In fact, it's a dangerous path to tread, for it blinds one to the broader spectrum of faith, the spectrum that encompasses kindness, compassion, and empathy towards all creation. This woman, despite her diligent fasting and prayer, found herself in the pits of hellfire. Why? Because she lacked in her moral obligations. She failed to treat her fellow beings with kindness and compassion. Her religious observance was impeccable, but her character was flawed. And it is this flaw that led to her downfall. This story serves as a cautionary tale, a wake-up call for those who believe that their salvation lies solely in religious observance. It urges us to reassess our understanding of faith, to look beyond the rituals and to imbibe the true essence of religion, which is love and compassion towards all. Religion, in its truest form, is a guide to leading a life of virtue. It's not just about fasting, praying, and performing other religious rituals. It's about embodying the values that these rituals represent. It's about treating others with love, respect, and kindness. It's about ensuring that our actions, both in the religious and secular spheres, reflect the values and principles we claim to hold dear. In this light, the story of the woman serves as a stark reminder that religious observance, devoid of compassion and kindness, is like a body without a soul. It lacks the essence that gives life meaning and purpose. Religious rituals, devoid of compassion, are like a body without a soul. So, what is the essence of true faith? A question that echoes through the ages, and one that we've taken strides to answer in our journey today. We've ventured through the paradox of outward religious observance versus the inner spirit of faith. We've delved into the story of a woman who prayed and fasted yet found herself distanced from the divine. We've underscored the importance of kindness and compassion, values that are fundamental to any faith. We've extracted lessons from the story, hoping to shine a light on the path of true faith. The essence of true faith, dear listeners, is not merely about the rituals we perform, the prayers we utter, or the fasts we observe. These are important, yes, but they're not the be-all and end-all of faith. They are the scaffolding, the structure, but not the soul of faith. The soul of faith, the essence, is something far more profound. It is about embodying the spirit of compassion and kindness, about extending a hand to those who need it, about treating every living being with respect and dignity. It is about living our lives in a manner that reflects the teachings of our faith, not just in our private prayers, but in our public actions. It is about transforming our faith into a force for good in the world, a beacon of hope, love, and kindness. True faith is about understanding that our relationship with the divine is not just about personal salvation, but about communal harmony. It's about realizing that our faith calls us not just to be good believers, but good humans. It's about acknowledging that every act of kindness, Every word of comfort, every gesture of love, is an act of worship, a testament to our faith. In the end, it's not just about praying and fasting, but about how we treat others. That's the essence of true faith. Be sure to give a like to the video, and to get more Islamic videos regularly, subscribe to our Islamic channel and press the bell icon next to it.